Rob Tebbutt here for ID Boxing, joined by Daniel Dubois. We're here at the sunny McGuigan's gym down in Leighton. Dan, how you doing? Nice to see you.
I'm good, man. I'm feeling good.
You're feeling good. I've just watched you go through a very punishing circuit today. How was that for you?
It's tough, you know. Feel good to get back into it and start training hard from now. So when I get a date or a fight time, I'm ready.
When did you get back in the gym? Obviously, after you win over Trevor Bryan in America. When were you back in the gym?
Actually, I took a few weeks out. We went to America for like a little celebration thing. Yeah, we was in New York, Harlem, and yeah, we enjoyed ourselves out there. But
what did you get up to while you were out there?
Time with the family. Met a few different people. You know, mixed with different people, and you know, just try and see what a different environment is like. And I enjoyed it.
Good. Well, you look like you enjoyed it. I mentioned to you there, every time I've seen you recently, you've got a big smile all over your face. You seem like a very happy man. You seem very settled here at McGuigan's gym and working with Shane McGuigan and the guys.
Yeah, now that my career is starting to shape up and see what lies ahead of me and the goals that are in front of me, I'm sort of just on my A game now.
Now you've had a little bit of time to reflect on your win over Trevor Bryan. What did you make of your performance? I'm assuming you've gone back and watched it.
Yeah, not in a while though, but yeah, it was what I needed to do. I expected to win, and that was what everyone in my team expected of me, and I did it. I got the most important thing was getting that belt. That is everything that was about that fight was the title.
Since the sole loss of your career against Joyce, you've rebounded well. You had some knockout wins, some impressive performances. How do you feel now compared to when you were at your lowest point in an admittedly very short professional career? You're now on this big high. Just compare the differences between the two if you can.
Winning and losing is a big difference, isn't it? When you lose, you're feeling down and depressed, but when you're winning, it's a high, isn't it? It's a buzz. And now that I'm back on that track, I want to keep it moving, keep it going, make sure I'm stepping up my game and learning when I'm in here.
Now, one of the things that everybody's always going to ask you about is who you're going to fight next. It's always the way in boxing that as soon as the final bell goes for one fight, everybody wants to talk about the next fight. Yeah. With that being said, who do you want to fight next?
Do I want to fight? I want to fight to put, you know, a step up, a real fighter, a real test. Someone like, you know, Chisora, Dillian Whyte. These guys that I need to fight next. These are the next step in my career, and that, you know, really get me up for a fight and a battle, and that will test my chin out. And you know, these are the things I want to give the people what they want to see, and it's excitement. If they can make these fights, that's wonderful. And
a big domestic fight as well. We all love a domestic dust-up over here, particularly two heavyweights. I'm sure that would appeal to you as well.
Sure, of course. You know, settle a few things out, and you know, get it on.
I've just mentioned Joyce earlier on there, somebody that you've always been linked with in your career. I've spoken to you, I've spoken to Shane, I've spoken to Frank in the past about the desire to get that rematch. Yeah. Is that something that we can potentially see in the near future? Is that something that you still really want to set right?
Once I get through guys like Dillian Whyte and these people, you know, these are the fights that will get me ready for a rematch with Joe. I need to be riding high on confidence and belief, and you know, just all the qualities a fighter needs to go into a big fight with Joe. You know, he's no slouch, he's a top fighter. And I need to raise my game and raise my confidence and all of that. But I feel that we're going in the right direction.
And with that right direction, of course, working with Shane McGuigan, what would you say have been the key assets, the key things that you've worked on under him since you've been with him?
Well, just mainly about knowing yourself and, you know, what's we're in the fight, and you know, the things he tells me into the gym, I try and put into play. But also, you know, I've got a lot of experience myself. I've been through a few different setups. You know, I'm an experienced fighter, so I know as well as, you know, what Shane is telling me. I also have my own input as well, and you know, we make a good team, fighter, you know, trainer, fighter.
Well, speaking to you just earlier there, you've got Hassan Azim there, Adam Azim there. You've got Caroline Dubois, of course, your little sister over there. You used to being kind of the young man of the gym, but now you've become quite a senior figure.
It's happened over time, you know. Time flies, doesn't it? Before you know it, you know. Now I'm at the point where I need to cement my legacy and what my story is gonna be from my career.
Just moving away from yourself and talk about some of the fights that are coming up. Of course, we're a few weeks away from Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk, the rematch over in Saudi Arabia. How do you see that fight going?
I hope AJ wins. I can't picture it really in my head, but I hope AJ wins. I hope he goes out there and puts it on Usyk and just really takes it to him and roughs him up. You know, it'd be better if Joshua wins. You know, just for me and all that. You know, the heavyweights out there, I think it's better if Joshua wins. But Usyk is a good fighter. He's got amazing skills, and you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls it off again.
Out of the two of them, style-wise, I mean, I know you've shared a ring with Anthony Joshua in sparring, but out of the two, style-wise, which one do you think would appeal to you most to fight?
Of course, AJ. Of course. I hope he wins him.
Why? Why AJ? Why would that style be better for you than Usyk?
Oh well, we're both, you know, big punches. It's goes without saying. Usyk's a trickier fighter, isn't he? He's can be negative at times, and then he starts on around you, hitting with shots you don't know where the hell they're coming from. But I just prefer, you know, AJ's the guy, isn't he? He's a fellow Brit as well, so come on.
Before I let you go, Dan, I appreciate your time today, particularly after such a punishing workout session, rather you than me. Let's talk about your little sister, Caroline Dubois. She makes her return to the ring next weekend, or it'll be this weekend by the time this goes out, in Bournemouth. Great little card as well. Hassan there, of course, from McGuigan's gym, but it's going to be great for you to see your sister back in action in the professional ranks. Of course,
her career is going to be moving quickly. She's at that level now where she can, you know, really start stepping up. I want to enjoy the show and see them all perform well. They're all top quality fighters. The next generation coming through. Adam, he's top quality kid as well. And then Caroline, they're all good.
And just the last question I've got for you, big fight that's being talked about over here, domestic dust-up. As I mentioned, we all love a domestic fight over here.
Yeah.
Strange one, Chris Eubank Jr. and Jr-Benn talking. We're waiting on an announcement. What do you make of that fight? How do you see that fight going if it is made?
Conor and Chris, I can't picture in my head, but, you know, Chris is, I don't know, it's an old rivalry, isn't it? It's going to be a massive fight. I hope that, I'd be really interested to see it. It's a top quality fight. You know, Conor's been looking good. He's been looking vicious, ferocious in his fights, and he looks hungry. He can't deny that. He's got a lot of desire and he wants to keep, you know, improving. But, you know, Eubanks he's an old dog as well, so it's going to be good. See who comes out on top in that one.
If I gave you one of my pound coins, Dan, and I told you to put it on a winner of that fight, who would you bet it on?
I don't know.
It's not your money, so you don't matter if you lose.
Who won last? Who won out of the dads?
Eubank.
Yeah. The last one though was a draw, wasn't it?
Yeah. First one, Eubank won.
Yeah. Got to flip a coin on this one.
Maybe stick it on the draw. The last fight with the dad was a draw, so maybe a draw.
Yeah, maybe a draw. I don't know. It'll be a great fight though.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing it. Dan, always a pleasure catching up with you. Nice to see you smiling. Hopefully we see you back in the ring very soon before the end of the year.
For sure.
Always a pleasure.
Good stuff.